down. I gotta go out and put some fuel in that thing. What we do out here is we listen for radio traffic, which you can hear now, and we find out who's flying in, and then when they fly in, we bring them into a parking spot, tie their airplane down, and then offer whatever assistance we need. We take care of the pilot however they need. We get them fuel. We get them catering if they need it. If they're a big jet like this, they may need catering. They may need oxygen. There's any number of things they may need. They may need servicing, and we just make sure they get taken care of. Whatever they need, we get it handled. Get them rides into town, get them rental cars, and that's pretty much it. We make our money off fuel sales.
I take care of the customers. I handle fuel tickets, concierge service, calling shuttles for the customers when they come in, setting up rental cars, hotel arrangements, anything that they may need, we take care of for them. We have a rental plane that I take care of the contracts for that and booking time on the plane. There's a lot of things we do.
Gotta pull a customer's airplane out.
I've been flying for a long time, and he's got a lot of experience from me over the years. I'm going to pull the chock so we can get going.
Just came in, I'm from Kentucky, and here was my instructor to learn to fly. Got 2 weeks and gonna do it from 0 hours, and doing it at D2 Aero here. So it's been great so far. We've had a great time, and Actually, this morning I just had my first solo cross country. So not even a week ago was my first time in the plane, and here I am already doing my first cross country solo. So it's been great. It's been great. 3 margaritas and beer, and I was like, oh, I gotta fly in the morning, so I better not.
I said, you know, she just started, she knows nothing about aviation. She's
Nothing at all.
You guys make it in town?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, before you get in trouble, huh?
Yeah.
For the air show, we had a B-17, B-24, and that
That's
kind
what
of
she
stuff
said.
out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Those guys are making their way around there at
Checking that
Phillips
out.
Field in Mesa on Wednesday.
Yeah, they're up in Vegas right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Student pilots out of control in Havasu.
Yeah. Pilots gone wild.
We have more over there.
It's expanded. Tanks look good. Cheap end.
Exactly.
Okay, so you got a $500,000 airplane. You got your BRS chute, and it pops all the stuff off, you know, when you pull it, if you're really happy. So you're flying along in your $500,000 airplane, something goes wrong, and you say to yourself, no, I can recover, we're not going to pull the chute. So you keep on trying to fly. It
Yeah,
gets
because the
worse
last
and
thing you
worse.
do is pull the chute, but by
Last
that
thing
time
you
you've
do.
lost
It gets worse and worse.
altitude.
Exactly. Pretty soon, by the time you decide to pull the chute, then they crash.
Yeah, you got no
They got
altitude.
crash record, and they're the only plane that has a chute.
I
That's
know.
factory.
I've heard that, but
And
you know,
the side
because
seat
the
of the
only thing
glass-
it's good for is catastrophic, but wing
Yeah.
fold or something, that's not going to happen.
And even if you come down, you're still totally in the plane. You're not coming down slow.
No,
And
no, it's
then,
going to
and then
hurt.
you got the glass cockpits, you got the guys that learn instruments on a 6-pack, and then they jump in that, buy their brand new series, and they don't know what they're doing.
All right, guys, we'll have a good flight.
Take care. Thanks so much. I'll do free flight.
I refuel planes, help customers out when they come in. They fly in from whatever city they're coming in from. What do you think about working here? Oh, I love it. I love being around aircraft. I like helping people out when they fly in. It's a great job. You can have half a Carl's Jr. burger.
Well, you know what? There's pork in the fridge left over from last night.
What?
Pork in the refrigerator
Oh, really?
left over from the party. Yeah, I might have that. Yeah, I paid him. She wanted to come see about some snacks and stuff. I told her, I said, she's going to do this to her. Do you have a web chart for Dallas? Well, he's still here. Oh, okay. I took a ride in a sailplane and found that it was extremely interesting and magical, and I wanted to find out more about the magic. And so I learned to fly in sailplanes and then got my single engine rating after I got my private pilot license in sailplanes, and then went on from there to study aeronautical science and work through my ratings, a commercial rating, airline transport pilot rating, and then went to fly air cargo in small jets and worked my way into executive transportation, and then worked my way back out of flying into management, and here I am managing D2 Aero here in Lake Havasu. I have a family. I have 4 children. I kind of did it backwards. I had all 4 children and then learned to fly and established my aviation career. They're all grown now, and so I'm back home in Lake Havasu, where I grew up. Lucky enough to still be in aviation.
Yeah, truck.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go fuel one of our jet truck back up if you want to check that out. 2 trucks. The one on the left is a Jet A for jet and turbine prop aircraft, and then the one on the right is avgas. The jet one holds about 2,500 gallons. The avgas holds about 1,200 gallons. And the two tanks behind them are our storage tanks. They're 12,000 gallons apiece. Get some gloves.
All jet fuel is, everybody thinks it's real explosive and everything. All jet fuel is diesel fuel. It's a very dry diesel fuel. It's been refined once past diesel fuel. And so you can actually put a match out in a puddle of jet fuel and it'll just go out. It's not like avgas. Avgas, the fumes are very explosive. Get anywhere near it, it'll just go up. This stuff's just oily, it gets on the ground, it sits there for a while. Whereas your avgas, that'll just evaporate in a second and be gone. It's not good for the atmosphere.
Marshling an aircraft up there.
My name's Dave Bartholomew. I'm a flight instructor out here at Lake Havasu City. Today I'm going to be giving one of the employees here at D2 Aero a lesson. His name's Maury. He's at the beginning of his flight instruction syllabus, and we've been working on straight and level flight and turns and climbs and descents, and that's where we are with his flight program. When we come out with Maury today, we'll be doing a pre-flight of the airplane. We'll make sure that the airplane is in flying condition and that we have plenty of fuel on board to go do our flight lesson. The flight lesson today will last approximately 45 minutes to an hour, which is typical of a flight lesson, and it will be in accordance with FAA guidelines. This instruction will lead to a private pilot certificate for Maury, which means that he can fly passengers in the airplane. I just recently retired as a policeman after 23 years, and I've been flying for about 30 of those years and flight instructing about 25 years. I've just got back into flight instruction on a regular basis. It's a good retirement thing for me. Keeps me active, and it keeps me updated on all the flying techniques and rules and regulations. I just moved out here to Lake Havasu City from Southern California. I've had a house out here for about 10 years or so that I used as a vacation house, but now I'm going to be out here living with my wife and, on a permanent basis.
Great. All right, let's go ahead with that checklist.
Okay, we'll start with the checklist. Passenger brief. Everybody knows what we're doing. We're going to go fly, do a little some maneuvering across the lake over there. Hobbs tack time, you've already recorded that. Check. Circuit breakers.
Mostly just lost. No, good. I enjoy this a lot.
Maury's doing very well. He's progressing in the natural way that for this type of program. We have about hour-long lessons. Like I said, 45 minutes
Ball goes to the right, stand on the right rudder. Goes to the left, step on the left. It's 70 knots. Oh no, nice coordinated turn though, no buzzing. Try to do is recover it with minimum loss of altitude. As the airplane gets slower and slower and slower, we're just going to keep pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. And that's the stall warner. You'll feel the bucket. You'll feel it stalling. Feel that? Yeah. See, we lower the nose, and now we got the wind flowing back over. A little power. Right rudder, and fly. See, we lost that rudder. Power off stall, straight ahead. Okay, so by the numbers, power back. We're looking outside the whole time.
Alright, keep going back.
Just keep going slowly. So we just pull back enough to maintain our altitude. Okay. First indication will be the stall warner. Keep going all the way back, all the way back, all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. There's the stall. Lower the nose. Pull power. Start it flying. Start it flying. Flying away from the ground. Don't go too much right rudder there, buddy. Look outside. Right rudder. It's good.
Oh, there he is right there. Right adjacent to, yeah, he's just bags.
I thought he was taking off. Okay, let's go ahead and power back. Give it 10 degrees of flaps. You gotta lean with the turn like you're on a motorcycle. Don't try to lean opposite the turn. 70 knots. Maintain that with our control wheel there. A little power. Power. You're lined up with the center line of the runway with the rudders. The nose down the center line of the runway. A little power. Okay, power off. Nose pointed straight down. Start our flare. Start slowing down. Start a flare, hold her off. We'll land on the main wheels, hold her off, hold her off. There we go. Hold it back, hold the nose wheel off. The next thing is the master switch. And the key will be the last thing out of here. Put them up there. Perfect.
Alright.
Fabulous.
That was good.
And I'm going to hold the brakes until you put a chalk on
Okay.
there.
Right now.
What was that,
Like survey guys or...
This is my logbook here, and every time you fly, you write down date, what aircraft we were in, from which airport to which airport, what we did, and then the time. And this is how you build up time and how you record time. And then once I get enough time, then he'll give me my student certificate, give me a number, the date I got it, and then I can. That's after I solo. Then I can fly pretty much by myself when I want to, but I just can't take passengers. And then after I get enough time in that, and I do a couple of solo flights, and he checks me off on that, then I get my pilot's license. After I still have to get my my physical too, though, so I haven't got my physical yet. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to pass a flight physical. So I've got right now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 hours. After this, I'll have over 5 hours. So in about another 5 hours, I should solo. And which is basically I'll keep going up and doing what we did today, and I'll get more proficient. Probably after, not next time, but the time after, I'll probably land myself with it, with hands off on him. Then after I do that, we'll go out where I'll just do touch and goes. Just take off, turn around, land, take off, turn around, land, to get proficient at landing, because that is the hardest part about flying is landing. I got this job out here. My brother-in-law asked me to run this job, and I had no aviation experience at all. So I took the ground school just to get aviation experience, just to get some aviation knowledge, terminology, that kind of thing. And once I got into it, then I realized I just had to do it. I had to fly. And I went up for my first flight, and that was it. Now I'm hooked. I got to fly. I'll be getting a second on my house to get an airplane after I get my license. I can already tell that already. So it's an addiction, and man, I dig it. It's a lot of fun.